Hey, what is up everyone? Today I want to talk about a lesson that every gaming company should learn from this, and this is with Skull and Bones being delayed until 2023. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is I'm not even that interested in Skull and Bones, to be honest. At this point, it's been talked about for so long that there's just no interest to me anymore. But what I find crazy about this is how long it's taken for this game to come out. So for those of you that aren't aware, Skull and Bones was announced in 2017 at E3, and so that's June 2017. And now, if this is true, it won't be coming out until 2023. That's 6 years. It's actually coming out close to the time of year where Sea of Thieves came out. I think Sea of Thieves is March 20th, if I'm correct. It's somewhere around that time. And this is going to be March 9th. Now, you may remember that Sea of Thieves was also delayed a bit, and it was pushed to this March timeline when it came out. When was Sea of Thieves announced? 2015, and it came out in 2018. That's 3-year difference. So, Sea of Thieves came out in half the time after being announced, and we're not even sure if this is correct. This could be even longer than this. The reason I'm using these two as comparison is I think it's very interesting. They have very similar backgrounds. Not only are they like both pirate games, but they also were announced at E3, expected to come out at a certain time, and then they were delayed roughly to the same time of year. And something to also keep in mind is this holiday time window is very important for game companies because that's when they can make the most amount of money for their game. So the fact that they're pushing it back means there's something extremely wrong, especially with how long of a pushback it is. This game is supposed to come out, I believe, in November, if I'm correct, and they're pushing it back all the way to March, so that's a long time to push it back. I feel like one really big problem with gaming nowadays is that game companies will announce their product so early on that any hype that was there for it is completely gone by the time the game comes out, and it's just kind of a footnote on whatever article that's coming out for that month. I feel like Skull and Bones had a little bit of hype now when it was coming out, but even then, like, I didn't hear too many people talking about Skull and Bones for the most part. Now that's pushed back until March, I honestly feel like no one's gonna care when this game actually comes out. Other games like this that have had this problem is, say, like Marvel's Avengers. That was announced really early on, and then by the time we actually got to see what it was, everyone just kind of hated it, so that built-in hype that you had previously actually kind of hurt you in the end, because when we finally saw the game that you made, it was trash. One of the best examples I've seen recently of a game doing this well is with Guardians of the Galaxy that Square Enix put out. So that game, I don't know if they announced it previously, but I didn't hear about it until about, I think, 4 or 5 months before the game actually released, and that was perfect. You got tons of hype from the E3 announcement there, and then a few months later the game came out, and it actually was good. It was pretty polished. There was some bugs, of course, at the beginning, but those got patched out within a few weeks, and it was perfect. I feel like game companies really need to show like restraint with their announcements and keep that information kind of back a bit to themselves, and not show anything off or announce the game at all until you're sure of when you can release it. Not only that, but make it so that it's within a year. I think one thing that was nice at this recent Xbox showcase was they showed games that were coming out within the next year. They said within the next 12 months, these are going to be games that are going to be released to you. And I prefer that way better than saying something that's going to be 3+ years away. Like, don't show me anything if you're going to make me wait that long. I wasn't planning to make this video, I just think it was an interesting topic to discuss, and I feel like for each of our individual games, like what I usually cover here on this channel is about Sea of Thieves, we get very upset when anything is delayed if we have to wait even a month. And I'm guilty of this too, of course. I made several videos about talking about how I was upset with the delays for this recent season. And I just think it's good to point out that, well, yes, we may be upset that a certain season's not coming out because they're trying to polish it up a bit more or whatever. At least we actually have the game out, and we're not still waiting for a game that was announced before Sea of Thieves even released. But those are just my thoughts on everything that's happening right now with Skull and Bones and the state of gaming as a whole. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Do you think Skull and Bones was announced too soon? Are you really upset about the delay? Do you even care about Skull and Bones at this point? I'd love to hear all of y'all's thoughts there. And if you enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you left a like and subscribe. Let me know if you want like more like outside Sea of Thieves, like gaming related topics discussed on the channel. I'd love to talk about kind of more stuff that's not specifically related to Sea of Thieves on here. But that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed, it'd be great if you left a like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.